The 7-seat SUV segment is bustling with fresh competitors at the moment, each introducing new engine technology, safety, and plenty of in-car creature comforts to match. But as a result, prices are quickly extending beyond the reach of many ordinary Aussie families. So my question is, what does a $50,000 7-seat SUV get you? We've got the entry model Hyundai Santa Fe in diesel form. Let's find out.
The Santa Fe received a major refresh in 2021, switching to a new platform and integrating more technology and a fresh design inside and out. Now, the Korean SUV has come in for another mild update for 2022, introducing a new centre airbag, additional safety technology, and other small updates depending on variant. Prices have risen between $850 and $1,700, pushing our test vehicle to just under $50,000 before on-road costs. In entry form, the Santa Fe wears 17-inch wheels with a full-size spare, LED headlights, daytime running lights, and a black grille.
One thing that is shared across all Hyundai Santa Fe models is what's in the engine bay. In this case, a 2.2 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine that outputs 148 kilowatts and 440 newton meters. It shuffles drive to all four wheels via an 8-speed dual clutch automatic.
Diesel models impose a $3,500 premium over the equivalent V6 petrol model. In the coming months, Hyundai will also introduce a petrol-electric hybrid option.
It's easy to look at the absence of keyless entry or even a push-button start. You just get a bland little plastic button in its place. But the base Santa Fe has all the basics covered. Comfortable seats, plenty of storage, and a great outward view, to name a few. When you take a closer look, all the instrumentation, while basic, is really user-friendly, really legible, and quite accessible on the go.
The interior components feel nicely put together using a combination of decent materials and harder wearing options in less visible areas. Storage options are likewise sound, and there are ample power points up front for tech-savvy travellers, plus single-zone climate control.
The base Santa Fe gets a slightly smaller 8-inch centre touchscreen and a 4-inch digital instrument display between two analogue dials. Now again, while there is nothing really groundbreaking about the infotainment system, the truth is it is functional, it is easy to use on the go, and it works really well, which really there's a lot to be said for that.
The entry Santa Fe covers most of our basic infotainment checklist, with the exception of digital radio, sat-nav, and a head-up display. Safety is likewise strong in the Santa Fe range. The second row is big enough for a couple of adults or child seats. Second row occupants get access to 2 USB ports, a centre armrest, door pocket storage and air vents, while those in the third row only get air vents and a cup holder in this base trim. When used as a 5-seater, the Santa Fe's cargo capacity stretches to a huge 571 litres. It's a spacious family hauler that's equipped with child seat ISOFIX points in the second row's outboard seats, but no fixings in the third row.
If the idea of a 7-seat SUV is a little bit off-putting to you simply because of their sheer size, well, good news with the Santa Fe. It's not as big dimensionally as a Nissan Pathfinder or as a Toyota Kluger, and for that reason, it does feel quite approachable and nippy on the road. You've got a great open field of vision to the front and rear, and it's a vehicle that you just kind of jump into and feel at ease with the placement of the controls, the placement of the steering wheel, the seat and everything else. I kind of jumped in it and it's kind of like reacquainting yourself with an old friend. It is very, very user-friendly.
The diesel drivetrain combination in particular is a known prospect, yet it continues to deliver on merit in terms of performance and efficiency, matching its official fuel claim on test and providing adequate shove around town together with excellent open road passage, idling along at about 1500 RPM at highway speed.
When called upon, the diesel engine makes plenty of mumbo as well. It'll drop down a couple of gears, build effortlessly to highway speeds, and there's also more than enough power for overtaking maneuvers before the overtaking lane ends, which is probably one of the most important traits with this vehicle. We haven't really towed with the Santa Fe on this occasion. It will tow up to 2.5 tons, but even with a family and all their luggage, the engine has no trouble carrying the Santa Fe's curb weight and all its passengers on board. While the ride and handling mix is strong, I've got to say it's probably not quite as well rounded as this car's twin under the skin, the Kia Sorento, which has kind of undergone a more extensive ride and handling tune here in Australia. That said though, Santa Fe on 17-inch wheels in stock trim shakes off most bumps, it feels well controlled through the corners, and even in sharp changes in direction, this is still a really enjoyable SUV. Noise is well insulated inside the cabin. You'll occasionally get a little bit of thudding over extensive patchwork sections of road, but all in all, feels like a really comfortable, really well controlled SUV, and one that you'll happily spend long amounts of time in.
The Santa Fe cements itself with strong after-sales prospects, including a 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty, 12 months roadside assist, and cap price servicing that will set you back just under $500 annually.
Car manufacturers make a living out of getting people to climb the model food chain upon purchasing. But in this instance, I reckon the $50,000 diesel entry Santa Fe is as good a pick as any in Hyundai's 7-seat lineup. Smart, efficient and cleverly packaged, it ticks all the important family boxes without blowing out the budget.